Okay, hello and welcome back to some more Vampire Survivors emergency meeting where we're going to be the imposter. Ignore that I just coughed up phlegm. That's really bad that happens. Right at the start stream. Fun. I don't like Sonic normally, but you know, I'm not gonna spit on stream, so also it is against Twitch's policy to bodily fluids, isn't it? Party hats combat. Let's just have healing doubled. Okay, so we are a sussy imposter, and we read what the things were last time, but I didn't read this time. Science rocks could be interesting. Wands, bouncers, science rocks, whatever. We're imposters. And we are playing on the things, right? Let's clear the debris as well. We're just going to take all of the imposter items and do that. Cherry bombs! Here's a truffle. Okay, well, in that instance, we didn't have a emergency meeting DLC item. Well, that is getting rid of the debris very effectively without hitting a single enemy. Because we threw it into the lava instead of all over the enemies. And I'm sure that worked very effectively. But yeah, we're going to complete the emergency meeting DLC today, hopefully. And see where we go from here. I've chosen this guy just to make an attempt to see if we can't kill like 100,000 enemies. I don't know if it is even possible. Wow, look at all those science rocks. And what is that other thing back there? There's some other item back there. Sharp tongue. Right, eat as many of the enemies as you can whilst you've got the opportunity, whilst he is invincible. And I guess we will go towards the science rocks. So if I'd have paid attention to the map, I would have noticed that the science rocks were already here and not grabbed them. But, you know, it is what it is. What the heck? Why am I throwing knives all of a sudden? I don't have knives! Is he making them extra tasty by serving knives on them? Or what? That's very suspicious. I've never seen the flying knives before. So, yeah, that's very much imposter-y behaviour because he doesn't have the knives. So why is he doing that? Okay, well, taking all of these extra science rocks certainly helps. It's a Fiera de Truffalo. I see. Okay, so there's a Kinder Bueno, there's a Fiera de Truffalo, and then there's a other thing over there. Oh, this is just, it's not a ledge. You can just walk on this. Okay, then there's the other science rocks. So let's get the other science rocks. You know, level them up as high as we can. That's another coffin? So we have our mouth out, so why not eat the guy? You know, we're invincible at the moment. Oh, hello, there's a Black Death? Hello, Black Death? I'm gonna try and see if we can't get the right-hand side of the Black Death. Mini Guardian. I mean, we have things. What does Black Death do? He dies very quickly. That's what he does. So if I can get the right-hand side of that, not that we can evolve it, because we don't have the tiramisu. And I don't think the tiramisu even exists on this level, so it's a bit pointless. Now, these other guys that look very much like us, which is the real imposter? I mean, the imposter of the imposter, does that make him the Sparrow? I'm gonna take it, just because, you know, there's the other half of the weapon there, so why not? Why not? And none of these will combine down into other weapons. It's the passives that combine down. Mini imposter level 3. Oh, there's knives here as well. That's interesting. Okay, well, that imposter prevented me from picking up the thing. Right, grab that. Grab the La Ramba Quinta Bueno. The knife. Okay, well, we've got a million weapons now, so that's perfect. Your vampire is in another coffin. Impostorina! We're an impostorina, of course. Scientist Mina! Well, should have guessed who would be in the coffin with all of these science rocks everywhere. Oh, hi! I'm just going to run straight into it because we're invincible at the moment. Just another random elite enemy. Just chilling there. Okay, well, we have left a lot of experience behind, but I'm sure that we will get a, what do you call it? The suckety thing that brings it towards us. The attract orb! You know, we might have left a lot behind, but we'll just get it back. You know, it'll come to us in due time. This is a lot of tonguing going on. Lots and lots and lots of tonguing. I'm going to take the spinach. Extra damage is extra damage. Whether we can get to 100,000 enemies is the real question. Because I don't know. Obviously, we're going to evolve a lot of things, given the nature of the world. As a chicken, there's nothing else. Mini scientists, gotta take it. Given the nature of how we are going to evolve all of our weapons, and we're going to, most of them. Well, we've got every single type of weapon, so, you know, if things can evolve, we pretty much will evolve them. Don't let any of those bats escape. Tasty, delicious bats. None of those are going to get away. Can't allow those colourful, delicious bats to get away from us. Okay, the stuff dropping down from the ceiling. Very, very, very handy. Many, many bats trying to get away, but not succeeding. They're getting stuck in everything. Okay, eats everything now. Yeah, just extra support, more delicious bats, more delicious enemies. The enemies are kind of rooping up a lot and strong, but we might be stronger. I don't know if evolving that makes us transform any quicker. We've certainly got a lot of tonguing going on, but once we level it up, you know, once we evolve it, then for certain it's going to be very, very powerful. All cooldowns reduced is just very, very good. The science rocks are almost ready to go. So everything's getting pretty good. And there we go. We get another pop on our eating everything. Eat the bats whilst they try to pass. Okay, the number of enemies drastically reduced all of a sudden. Everything extra damage is going to be very handy. Red orbs are very, very, very powerful. That didn't even move. It's just like, yep, you have extra level. Duplicator. Now that's powerful. Just double the amount of everything that we do. And again, once these things evolve, the mini-me's, they all vanish. And we get room for even more passives. So, you know, it's all good. Doesn't really matter what we take. We're going to get things done. And all the experience, you know, that little bit that we might have left at the beginning, you know, whether we get an attract orb or not, it's kind of irrelevant. You know, we got, through grabbing all of those science rocks that were just lying on the floor, I think we pretty much got more out of that than the levels that we left behind. So, you know, that's quicker at leveling us up to kill things, in my opinion. In my humble opinion, that made us do things quicker and level quicker. Okay. Bats are pushing some enemies in. They're still not getting us. Okay, we transformed just in the nick of time there as that bat was about to eat us. It was all a trap. We were just waiting for them to get close enough to eat them. Clear debris. Okay. Where is a treasure chest? Oh, what we might have happen is a Senko evolution. Imagine that. What if we get 5 evolved weapons at the same time? That'd be huge. It could be happening. The rare Sunko evolution. It's unlikely, but it could, maybe, because it's taken a while for us to get to the evolutionary stage. Obviously, we're getting levels, but we're not getting... There's a treasure chest person. I was going to say, we're not getting a treasure chest person. Sees him very, very casually and slowly moving. Oh my god, that thing just got stuck inside of him. And he didn't die from it. That's hilarious. Okay, so the stuff falling from above, the Kinder Bueno, the Kinder Egg, turns out that's very powerful because it gets stuck inside them sometimes. And, you know, if it's stuck inside an elite, like that, it's just going to delete the elites. Delete the elites. Okay, so we've got evolutions happening. Not a Sanko evolution, sadly. Anything close. 3 more levels in that and I might be able to get it evolved. I'm just going to take it. Triple. Didn't even evolve. What? Didn't even evolve anything. Huh. We have things ready to evolve. Okay, maybe it's holding it back to give me more of a chance to get the Sanko evolution. It's probably just that it's like you haven't had 15 minutes yet, and that seems to be the timer to be able to be allowed to evolve things for whatever reason now. But like I said, it's just given us an opportunity to get a Sanko evolution in one go, right? That could have been a triple, but you know, we've had a quadra. We want a Sanko evolution. We want 5 at once. We don't want to settle for just it's okay, it's good enough. We want the rarest treasure chest, the Sanko evolution. We want it. But these items just getting stuck inside of them. These enemies are getting kind of tough. We're only at 16,000 enemies killed. So whether we can get to 100,000 or not is another thing as well. But these enemies, they're kind of living a bit. They're living their best life. Okay, and if we get things evolved, we can get other things that maybe help us get even more enemies on the screen. I don't know if we can. I don't know if we have such things unlocked, but maybe we do. Okay, we're just gonna take all of the bats that we can. No bats get to escape. All of you will drop your delicious EXP for me. Every last bite. Every last one of you will give me every single piece of EXP that you have. Okay, there's a mountain of delicious EXP over in this corner. Like all of this red and green. But I don't want to lose any of these bats. Every bat that comes across, we must get it. Okay. Bats must be destroyed. Bats must be eaten. Okay, now we can just eat everything. The tongues, the hungry tongues are very hungry. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of enemies to eat. And then there's just a big gap. Give me more of those. Cooldowns wouldn't be the worst either. Let's face it. Cooldown reduction lets us put out even more damage. We're getting close to maybe getting a Sanko evolution. One more in the wand, and then we've got the life sign scanner. Which hopefully we have the amongus counterpart for. Because otherwise, the chances of a Sanko evolution have vanished. The chances might have vanished. We've got 3. We don't have the yellow scientists. Oh no. Okay, we've screwed ourselves. The chances of a Sanko evolution are non-existent. They don't exist. It is impossible. That's unfortunate. That sucks. Because I think we could have got it. I think we could have got it. Nothing else that we have can evolve with what we've got. Right, so if we open the grimoire, that needs a glove. The Fiat de Truffalo needs a thing. That needs the yellow amongus. And if only there was some way for it to give me the yellow amongus. Just any way for it to give us... Like, when we evolve the things, yes, we can get it. But that does prevent us from getting the Sanko evolution. Sadly. Sadly, we are denied the Sanko evolution because we don't have the yellow Among Us. The only thing we would have needed. And I could have got it there, you know, if I had the ability to evolve it, I would be focusing it to get it there, but because we don't, I'm just going to do other things that might be a bit smarter to keep us alive and win. And if we do get a 5 chest and we only get 4 evolutions out of it, then it's very unfortunate, isn't it? Very unfortunate. And if we had the tiramisu, obviously then I could evolve the Fiat de Truffalo and the Ape the Sparrow and get a weapon space back as well. But we cannot. Sadly, these things are not in our reach. Well, actually, we wouldn't get a weapon space back because we've got an excess of weapons. Okay, there's another green guy alien. 27,000 in 12.5 minutes. It might be possible that we could get 100,000 enemies. Okay. It would have denied us anyway. We got a single evolution. Let's face it, it denied us anyway. It said no. It said all you get is 1. 1 is all you shall have, right? I really don't want the clover. The clover isn't that good. What we want is yellow. What we want is yellow scientists. Mini scientists, and then we can evolve another weapon. But until then, we remain stuck up here. Okay, if we had the shouts at them, that would be very powerful because we could just delete all of one type of enemy, and that would maybe... I don't know if that's going to be necessary for the 100k. I doubt it. Okay, that gives us an evolution. So we take... Because there are very, very few enemy types on screen. And that would eliminate so many enemies on the screen, which might give us, you know, a lot of enemies killed. 30,000? I reckon we could. If it keeps up at this rate, we could get 100,000. You know, we could. There's a good chance that we can get 100,000 enemies killed with the imposter. Especially when we can just eat them like this. Sure. Mini ghosts offer some better support. It's all the enemies. Mini ghosts. Yeah, when you can run through them like that and just eat them all, they certainly don't last very long. You know, what was a worryingly large amount of enemies on the screen is suddenly a huge feast of dinner that destroys in an instant. So very, very handy imposter guy when he just eats them all and he's in a hungry mood. It's dinner time. No enemies remain. Now we're at 33,000. You know, very, very effective. Ate the sparrow, more like ate all the enemies. Again, a different type of ape, but you know, it's always going to be that stupid joke, isn't it? You're never going to avoid that dumb joke. Okay, well, we're killing many of these enemies and heading towards our next evolution when we get a treasure chest. You know, maybe if we get a triple, we can get a few evolutions at once. Because they're ready to go. It's just the number of elites on screen. It finally comes. Few and far between. Which is the big thing holding us back. But we're not getting enough elites to evolve everything as quick as I would like. But now that we do have that capability, because there's an elite on the screen getting very much stuck in place and eaten, we go and open it, and it's only a single evolution again. Okay. This finisher is very powerful though. Crazy, ridiculous number pushing thing. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. 3 is unfortunately off the screen. Okay, well it didn't matter. Like I said, just a little powerful. Right, well, we can't get to that number 2, and it would be a waste to go for that rather than eat the enemies. So I'm just going to ignore that for now. You know, we don't need to do that when we can eat the enemies. Much better to just eat them. Okay, things lasting longer certainly helps us as well. That certainly helps. Excuse me. I went 1, 2, 3, 4. I know I stood on a numberless thing, but I was trying to clear out the numberless voids because we don't have the capability of triggering anything. It looks like none of them actually have any numbers on at the moment, so very curious as to what we push when none of them have numbers. Okay, some of them have numbers now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It just becomes a dumbass counting. I am the count and I love to fuck. I fuck every day, I fuck every night. No, he counts. Just didn't mean though. Right, I'm not gonna count numbers anymore. It's just not content. You know, I can do it without specifically counting out loud. He says, getting stuck on the scenery. Now, how do I get to that 5, though? Okay, like that. What happens if I get it to one that lets me count to 9? Okay, lots and lots and lots of death. Much death abounds. The rover. 2. Don't count, we don't count. Fuck you. That number teleported in front of me out of nowhere. It is very rude. And then the 5 vanishes. That's fantastic. It was a very, very rude number. It was 8008513 It's not rude at all. It's just a number. Okay, right. Eat them all. 888 them all. So many enemies. Not enough food. I mean, we've got extra knives to eat them with, I guess. Eat the enemies. 1, count. I don't count. I am not the count. We don't count. We don't count. We just eat the numbers and hope that the bitrate survives. That is what we do. We try to survive the bitrate. And choke on ourselves. Because I had to go to some stupid place where everyone was fucking killing me. Have given me COVID again. Thank you for that. So very, very nice that I had to go and everyone be ill and catch all of their illness because none of them care or look after themselves or even try to stop the spread of it. They just go, yeah, if we don't go, we don't, you know. So they all went, even though they were very, very contagious and ill and contaminated everyone. Impostung, 2 impostungs? How could you say no? How could anyone say no to an extra impostung? Sure, why not? And the 5 is in an awful place again. Hold the XP gain, listed weapons gain 3 bounces, special damaging zones. Overall duration continuously changes. None of these are that great. None of those really helped me that much. Mightier. Again, normally I would randomly let it upgrade. But for the moment, you know, we're taking it. Okay. I need more treasure chests that actually evolve my things. Now we're just going to random it. The speeds wasn't necessarily the greatest, but whatever. Okay, more speeds. More speeds. More things dying. Okay. I was triggering on a number 3, which is very unusual. Okay. New enemies. We're just going to burn them all. Make sure they all die. Okay, 21 minutes, 60,000. It might be possible. It's plausible. It's potential. There's a chance. There's a distinct possibility. Okay, again, it's like you already have the thing going, even though that is a number 5. Which is gonna tell you, nope, you already have it going. Okay, much things burn. Everything burns. Lots of fire. 66,666. Where's the numbers? There's the 1. Okay. Incoming fire. In 3, 2, there's fire. Oh, come on, 2. And 2 was, nah, you can't have that. Okay, that was a lot of level ups at once. Okay, things very much increasing in death. The death count is certainly rising. Okay. We're at 75,000. We continue to count random things. We're now counting the death counts. We are the accounts. turns out all along. Oh, evolution incoming! Only one again. Okay, one's not even a special imposter evolution. Not an amongus one. More flame, more fire, more death. Much death and burning. That's to maximize the amount of things getting wrecked by that. Okay, any numbers? They're very much hiding them. Okay. Again, that did say 5, but sometimes it's like, you didn't even need to counter that. You didn't need to. It was already burning. Very flammable death of death. 83,000 and rising. 84. Counting forever. Counting all of the things. So many level ups. Everything counts. Okay, even more flames and death and destruction. The hottest fire of them all. Still no more numbers. They're just empty boxes. Okay. Easiest of them all. 87,000. See, why does it bother giving me extra numbers if it's just going to go like, nah, you're already on fire. You don't need this. What is the point in that? 88, almost 900,000 and 5 minutes left. I think somehow we might get to 100,000. Don't quote me on that. Lots of mice. That's always very good. We didn't get an attract orb though, ironically. You know, where we were like, we need an attract orb to get all that experience from left behind. We're not going back for it. That's never happening. This is where we live now. This is where we feast. Almost at 100,000 with 4 minutes left. It's happening. Not even fully evolved everything. It's another evolution. The clear debris. Okay, that one will give us an extra slot which will get us some normal item again. What we get, I don't know. But it's something. Okay, that thing just dropped the stuff in front of me. All the numbers are in the walls. That's unfortunate. Every single one hidden in a wall. Every number behind closed doors. A mini imposter. I occasionally stab enemies. I feel like we already had that guy, but you know what? We'll take him again for the throwing knives. Because we've already evolved the thing. That's interesting that you can get the mini imposter back again. After he's already done his thing. Isn't it? Very interesting. Very flame. Very death. Okay, well we've won this run. Let's face it. There is no chance that we fail. 0 chance of failure. 2 numbers. 0 chance of failure. 2 minutes left. No more evolutions possible, right? No more evolutions? Wow, that was a lot of levels at once. And then straight on to the number 4, which we were missing. Okay, interesting. That didn't want us to count to 5. It was just like 3 is enough. And then straight on again. Straight on again. Okay, everything is very much dying a death. I can't even see the number 1. There is no number 1. Who's number 1? You are number 1. There's flames everywhere. Okay. 1 minute remains. 1 more day. 1 more minute. 100,000 has been breached. It's official. That is asteroids coming in. Or gigabrains, I don't know. Evolution? It's an evolution. The life science scanner. Okay, 1 day more. As we count for all eternity and flame them all. Sure, let's get luckier. What else could we possibly need? What else could we possibly need but a little luck? We've already won. We might as well get lucky. You know? These flames are kind of irrelevant at this point. 10 seconds left. Although, you know, if I had a flame going when death came, that might not be too bad. 1, 2, 3. Okay, wasn't able to get a death on flame. Can't even see a 4, so I'm not even going to bother. I'm just going to quit and cash it in. Okay, we've unlocked the emergency meeting. We've unlocked the imposter. Okay. That's an extra imposter. That was 100,000 / marker.